Introduction. Myths that challenge our perception of reality. Myths are more than ancient stories. They are windows into humanity's attempts to explain the unexplainable. Some myths feel like allegories, lessons wrapped in metaphor. Others blur the line between folklore and historical fact, challenging us to reconsider what we know about the world. Today, we're diving deeper into 5 enigmatic myths that continue to puzzle historians, folklorists, and scientists. From celestial beings to vanished villages, these stories beg the question: how much of our history is fact, and how much is fiction? Let's unravel the mysteries, starting with the divine musicians of Hindu mythology. Number 5. The Gandharvas, celestial beings are cosmic symbols. In Hindu mythology, Gandharvas are celestial beings known for their unparalleled musical abilities and their roles as messengers between gods and mortals. They are described as radiant, ethereal beings, often depicted alongside the Asparas, heavenly dancers. The Gandharvas are said to inhabit the skies, playing divine music that harmonizes the universe. But where did this myth originate? Some scholars argue that the Gandharvas symbolize the importance of sound in ancient Indian cosmology. The Vedas, some of the oldest sacred texts in human history, emphasize the role of sound, particularly sacred chants or mantras, in the creation and maintenance of the cosmos. Gandharvas might represent the abstract concept of cosmic harmony, given form through divine music. Others theorize that the Gandharvas were inspired by ancient astronomical observations. The stars, appearing to dance and sing in the heavens, may have been personified as celestial musicians. More speculative interpretations suggest the Gandharvas might reflect encounters with otherworldly beings. Descriptions of their luminous appearance and connection to higher realms align with some accounts of extraterrestrial visitations. Could they be an ancient culture's way of interpreting encounters with something beyond their understanding? Regardless of their origins, the Gandharvas remind us of humanity's deep connection to music and its transcendental power to bridge the physical and spiritual worlds. Number 4. The Green Children of Woolpit, refugees or interdimensional wanderers. In 12th century Suffolk, England, villagers were astonished to find 2 green-skinned children near the town of Woolpit. They wore unfamiliar clothing, spoke an unknown language, and seemed utterly alien. Over time, the children adapted to their new surroundings, but their origins remained mysterious. The girl later described coming from a twilight world known as St. Martin's Land, separated from ours by a vast river of light. While skeptics have sought to demystify the tale, the details remain puzzling. One theory suggests the children were Flemish immigrants who had fled persecution during a tumultuous period in English history. Malnutrition and anemia could explain their green skin, and their strange language might have been an unfamiliar Flemish dialect. But there are deeper, more esoteric interpretations. Some theorists believe the children were visitors from a parallel dimension, citing their descriptions of a twilight world as evidence of an alternate reality. Others propose a UFO connection, drawing parallels between the children's sudden appearance and accounts of alien encounters. Regardless of the explanation, the Green Children of Woolpit tap into our fascination with the other. Are they proof of hidden worlds, or simply a cautionary tale about cultural assimilation? Number 3. The Anjikuni Lake disappearance, a village lost to the unknown. The story of Anjikuni Lake is one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries in Canadian folklore. In 1930, fur trapper Joe LaBelle arrived at an Inuit village near the lake, only to find it completely abandoned. Fires were still burning, food was left untouched, and sled dogs were reportedly found frozen to death, yet every villager had vanished without a trace. What could explain this eerie event? Some theorists point to natural causes. A sudden migration due to environmental changes, such as a harsh winter or lack of resources, could have prompted the villagers to leave abruptly. Others suggest an outbreak of disease might have forced an emergency evacuation. But supernatural explanations dominate the narrative. Tales of UFO sightings near Anjikuni Lake have led some to speculate about alien abduction. Others draw from Inuit folklore, citing malevolent spirits or shape-shifting entities like the Ijarak, said to lure people into the wilderness. Skeptics argue that the story may have been fabricated or exaggerated, as official records of the incident are sparse. Yet the Anjikuni Lake mystery persists, a haunting reminder of how easily entire communities can vanish into the wilderness and into legend. Number 2. The Basilisk, Symbol of death and nature's balance, the basilisk is a creature so feared in European folklore that it was called the king of serpents. Said to be born from a serpent's egg incubated by a rooster, the basilisk was believed to kill with a single glance. In some stories, it could even poison entire villages by contaminating water sources. But what inspired this terrifying legend? Historical accounts suggest the basilisk may have been based on cobras, whose venom and hooded appearance evoke fear. The belief that the basilisk could kill with its gaze might symbolize the paralyzing effects of fear, or the impact of diseases carried by reptiles. Alchemists in the Middle Ages associated the basilisk with transformation and danger, reflecting the precarious balance between creation and destruction in their work. Interestingly, medieval bestiaries often describe the weasel as the basilisk's natural enemy, a metaphor for nature's checks and balances. The basilisk myth also carries moral undertones. Its deadly nature could represent the consequences of unchecked power or hubris, a warning cloaked in scales and venom. Number 1. The Rainbow Serpent, guardian of life and chaos. The rainbow serpent is a central figure in Indigenous Australian mythology, revered as a creator and destroyer. This immense, serpentine being is said to have shaped the land, carving out rivers and valleys as it moved. It is also associated with water, fertility, and the cyclical balance of life and death. The rainbow serpent's mythology varies across regions, but its core themes remain consistent. It represents the power of nature, both its nurturing and destructive aspects. For Indigenous Australians, the serpent embodies the sacred connection between people and the land. Some anthropologists believe the rainbow serpent myth reflects ancient memories of climate change. Rising sea levels and shifting landscapes could have inspired stories of a powerful being shaping the earth. Others see the serpent as a symbol of the human psyche, representing the dual forces of creation and chaos within us all. The rainbow serpent remains a potent symbol, not just of the natural world, but of humanity's responsibility to live in harmony with it. Conclusion. The power of myths, from divine musicians to vanished villages. These myths remind us that human history is as much about imagination as it is about fact. They speak to our deepest fears, our greatest hopes, and our endless quest to understand the world around us. So, what do you think? Are these myths based on reality, or are they products of the human mind's boundless creativity? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more journeys into the unknown from Cryptic Chronicles Hub. Until next time, remember, sometimes the truth lies just beyond the veil of myth.